Day 7 consistency. Resistance isn't the enemy. It's the architect of your strength. In weightlifting, I find the more resistance I face, the stronger I become. Think about this. No matter what you're going through, keep pushing. The more resistance you have, the stronger you will be for it. I had a mentor that used to always say and tell me, if you're in motion, you're facing friction, all this stuff, that's a good thing. Because like I said, you're in motion, you're doing something, you're living, you're striving. So if you're facing a little bit of adversity and friction, good, great, be happy, because that means you're alive and you're actually trying to accomplish. Think about it. Any dead fish can flow downstream. It doesn't take any energy, it doesn't take any effort. It takes a strong fish to swim upstream. So don't be a dead fish. Don't let life just pass you by. Don't let life just take you down the stream. Actually be in motion, doing things. I mean, that's really the secret to life. That's the secret to happiness. Progression is progression, moving, doing something. Inaction is where you become sad. You're not doing anything. You're not working out. You're not working towards anything. You're not developing anyways. You're not sowing into your relationship. You're hoping, wishing, dreaming of things. And if you just keep hoping, wishing, and dreaming, but no action, no effort behind it, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes will literally turn into a nightmare and be devastating. One of the worst things you can be is a wisher. You want to be a worker. And not worker like worker ants and, be a slave to the matrix, all that stuff, all those, everybody talks about red pill and, all this stuff. But yeah, you do need to be building. You need to be creating. You need to be in motion. That's how you know there's proof of life. If you're laying there, there's no pulse, there's no movement, there's no heartbeat, that's where you're declared dead. So think about that. What's your heartbeat? What's your pulse for your life? Whether it's work, career, your family, friends, your social life. What keeps your blood pumping? What keeps you alive? And how do you find that, or how do you keep it? How do you not let resistance come to you? Resistance is going to come no matter what, whether you're sitting on the couch or up and moving. But make it worth it. Make it build your strength, your physical strength, your mental strength, your spiritual strength, your relational strength. Those hard times are going to come. Those difficult conversations with your significant other, your wife, your husband. That difficult conversation as your kids are growing and learning what the world really looks like, and they're looking to you as their North Star, where you're on the bridge of advancing in your career and you have to take on a couple more tasks in order to do that. You're building that business and you see that being an entrepreneur is 10 times harder than being an employee. And that's why more people are employees than entrepreneurs, where people think that not everybody can be one. And depending on how you look at it, maybe not. But everybody can be a creator. Anybody can start a YouTube channel, turn on a video game and stream it. And I'm not saying everybody needs to do those things, but anybody can create, be a builder, create art. These things keep you alive. They keep your heart beating. They keep your pulse beating. So, is resistance really a bad thing? Is it really the enemy? Is it really something that should be avoided, talked bad upon? Or is resistance a good thing? Is it something that we should strive for, that we should, maybe not love, but appreciate? I think that's something we definitely don't do enough. I personally don't do it enough now. Definitely did not do it growing up. Is appreciate the difficulties of things. Difficulty is God's way of weeding out the undeserving. It's a blessing to be able to endure in order to grow, be better, be stronger, be fitter, be more efficient. All these things that are positive, they come from resistance. But too many times we shy away from resistance. So I like to lift weights, so I like to think of it from the weightlifting perspective. And that's why weightlifting kind of taught me that lesson. And in Proverbs, I'm going to butcher it because I did not prepare to think of this verse. But basically it says, I don't know which chapter 20 or something like that. If you fail in time of pressure, then your strength is too weak. You're not strong enough. And you can use that lesson in life. Like, if you cheat on a significant other or your relationship's failing, why? Why is your relationship not strong enough to endure? Why is the communication not there? Why is whatever is distancing you and breaking you apart not there? Why are you not strong enough as a parent, as a mother, as a father to lead your kids? And obviously, you know, there's past traumas and past things that can affect that. Like, if you didn't have a father in your life, it's going to be harder for you to know what a correct father figure is going to be. Plus, until you obviously get in that situation, you don't know what it's like to have kids. I don't have kids, so I can't speak on being a parent yet. So using that as an example, but still in the gym, adding 5 more pounds, you know, reading a book that is going to build your mindset and be more of a nonfiction self-improvement book versus Harry Potter. Nothing's wrong with Harry Potter, but that's more of a comfort reading versus something that's going to teach you how to be, you know, it could be a parenting book, just to go back to that example, or it can be a relationship book, how to, you know, his needs, her needs. That's a book, like just random books like that. I had a mentor tell me parenting and relationship books are some of the best books even for life and business, because if you could talk to a 6-year-old properly and you can talk to someone that you're doing life with, your spouse, what is a client or a customer? Like, that's going to be nothing. That's going to be a cakewalk. So face these resistance. Get these habits that are going to build you to be better, to be prepared for the resistance. It's like going in the gym with pre-workout and a back brace and all this stuff. Like, you're putting the armor on. And back to a biblical, if you're biblical, the armor of God. You're preparing. You know that there's going to be a fight. You know there's going to be a war. You know there's going to be resistance, but you're prepared for it. You know what's going to come, and you know that you're going to be better for it. So why not embrace it? Another book I recommend at least all the men read, The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Great book. More stoic kind of philosophy to it, but it teaches resistance, that adversity, all this stuff that I'm kind of talking about is a good thing. So remember that and don't shy away from it. Peace and blessings on the journey.